You seem very familiar with the Constitution, so how do you respond?
Well, Shannon, that's right. The bulk of my professional career has been as a constitutional lawyer and litigator. And, you know, it is really sad to see this administration, this president, this Justice Department so consistently disregarding the Constitution, disregarding the law. And you look at Obamacare. Obamacare, this administration has decided to engage in selective enforcement. It's going to enforce it against some people, not against others, and the administration is not following the law as written. So, for example, just a few weeks ago, President Obama announced that he was going to unilaterally suspend the law for large companies with more than 50 employees. He was going to move the employer mandate until after the next election. Now, Shannon, you know, that has two important concessions in that. Number one, if Obamacare was working, if it were a good thing, President Obama would want it to kick in before the next election, not afterwards. The fact that he is scared about the American people realizing what a disaster Obamacare is and he wants to shift it to after the election, I think is very revealing. But number two, it raises the obvious question. If President Obama is willing to give a waiver to giant corporations, what about the rest of us? What about hardworking American families? And that's why I think Congress ought to stand together and defund Obamacare in its entirety, so not just big corporations getting a break, but every hardworking American family.